Ready?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We're back.
Yes.
Hi.
131.
I'm Judy.
I'm Carol.
I'm Peggy.
Do you have any? I wonder how long it'll take us to reach 200 episodes.
What
are we up to? 121?
No,
131.
131?
Well, these went by pretty quickly, so. You know,
Well, it's been years.
Yeah, it's been
but
years.
we were in a big lull, you know, because we hadn't met in a while.
Right, right.
So
Yeah.
you know, we'll pick it up probably more in
But
the
I
fall.
like the
and so-
fact that we do back to back, so at least
It gives
you
us
know,
a few.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, because you're the problem.
Hey, it's me. I'm the problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem.
No, you know, do we want to chat about anything? Is it's August. Oh, this will probably air August 7th or 8th, something like that. And we'll be having a barbecue
We
here.
are having a barbecue. I'm looking forward to it.
I know, it's gonna be
nice.
fun.
It better not rain.
I know.
Because I want to do games. I
Yeah,
want to do,
exactly.
you know, sit out and have some drinks and.
Drinks, really?
Oh, I'm having some drinks. You better have some drinks for me.
I think we will.
Well, we'll all bring your own
I'm
booze.
just so
We're not-
she knows. Yeah, we're
yeah.
not going to go drink her out of house and home.
Yeah, no, we'll bring
Yes.
our own booze. And,
Kathy loves her pina coladas, so she was
I'm
gonna
looking
bring
forward to
us.
seeing them.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to bring
No,
my
that's fine.
camera.
Hey.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll be like Peggy.
No, I love having the
I know,
pictures.
everybody likes seeing the pictures, but they get annoyed with me for taking them.
I don't.
Don't. No, when we're traveling, like in London and in Paris, Carol pose. Carol stand over
She
there.
was on the Tower Bridge. You don't want your picture taken
have
on the
to
Tower
take- you have
Bridge
to
in
take-
London?
But then I'll say to her, "Let me take your pictures."
No, but you do, and you know, and she
you have
doesn't
to
know
get
how
in
to use
pictures.
my camera, first of all.
But you have to be in pictures.
But
too.
but
You
what
should.
she
That
can
sounds
do
like a
then
song.
is take out her phone and take a picture, because then
I
it's an
do.
issue for her.
Oh, I do take up.
No, you don't.
I do. I have a ton of pictures on my phone.
Of me? No, you never take pictures of me
Peggy?
in London.
We're gonna have to go back to.
Yeah, we
London.
are. I could
I'm
book
not going
us
to
with
London
Alaska
with you two.
Airlines.
You guys argue too much.
I could do that.
What did you say?
I'm not going to London with you. You argue too much.
No, we don't really. We actually travel
I'm
very
joking.
well
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
I
we
know
do.
you do.
But we can go to London. I told you, Alaska
No, I know.
Airlines. We could do that instead of Vancouver.
You need to use that before you lose it. So
Yeah, we
why don't
have
you do
to
it?
be home before July 7th next year.
Why don't you
Okay.
just go to Italy when I go?
No, well, we can't use that. I'm going to Italy with my sister next year.
I don't think I told you, but I'll have another book coming out next year.
You did not yet tell me. Why are you keeping that to me?
Because she just found out.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that when I said, hey, I haven't heard you talk to you this week. What's going
A
on?
lot of things have been going on, but my publisher actually nudged me, and she said, I haven't seen it uploaded yet to submit it, and we talked about it a little bit, and I said, I'm really butchering the discussion of what the book is about, and then I said, okay, I'll send it in, and so
Which one is it?
the working title is After We Were Yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually
Oh, there's
did
one before we were yours.
Yes,
that
we
famous
read that
No, I
one.
know.
We read that one.
Yeah, but it's a working title.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a placeholder. But I added something to it before I sent it in because I just the wheels were turning. I'm like, oh, and I love what I did. But anyway, so
So she's going to publish it?
Uh-huh.
Yay!
But and then I have to find, because I always like to give a little gift with the purchase of the book. So I've got to find. I can't spend a ton of money, but to make the Pink Goose story, the children's story, because that's in it.
Okay.
Do you remember the Pink Goose?
Yeah, I remember it.
No.
That was in
Of Little Faith.
Faith.
Right, but it's also in this
It was the
one.
children's book that Laura wrote.
Right.
Oh,
Pink Goose.
okay.
Yeah, I'll have to show it to you
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
But so it's a book for children, but Laura, the protagonist, she wrote for children.
Right.
And so I want to either find a pink feather. I was looking up like little pink gooses to give away, but I think that's going to be too expensive. But I want somebody to.
So
Do
what
the book.
book are you having published? Is it The Pink Goose?
No, it's
Oh.
that's gonna be, it's not even gonna have an ISBN, it's gonna be a giveaway. The children's book is gonna be a giveaway, if I can get somebody to do a couple of illustrations,
What? What does it have to do with the
Yeah.
book that you're getting published?
because that is part of Laura, wait,
Oh, this is like a sequel
Yeah.
to. Oh, okay. Well, you didn't tell us
I
that.
thought you both knew it when you
No,
read
we
it.
didn't.
No.
So
Well, when you read it, like 2 or 3 years ago, you knew it.
I read it.
I didn't
Yeah.
read it.
Yes, you both did.
Did I?
Huh?
Yeah.
Did I give you feedback?
Oh, I know which one it is. It's her daughter
Yeah.
and the English guy who's her father.
Yes.
I got
Okay,
it. Yeah.
okay, sorry.
Okay, I remember.
But
I
think,
remember.
I don't think I like the title.
Well, yeah, we
That's
gotta
why.
find a-
Okay, gotcha. Okay, it's
Yeah.
coming back.
Enough about
Sorry,
me.
Yes,
okay,
that's
it's
enough.
coming back.
That's enough
Gotcha.
about her.
All right, all right. I've got some ideas on that pink goose thing, so we'll talk about
All right.
this.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Well,
I do have ideas.
Where-
You're looking at me like I have
No,
no idea.
I'm just waiting for what's
wine?
next.
Where's the
okay.
wine?
We're
There
not
is
having
no
wine.
wine.
We're not having wine.
We're having weird stuff.
It probably is weird because I am not a mixologist. So I'm doing summer cocktails. I grow a lot of mint in my yard, as you know.
I pulled all mine out.
Oh.
It was taking over everything.
It does take over, but I let it do it in my yard because I use it all year long, not
Yeah.
only for drinks and for cooking, but in the winter I start drying it out now. Like I dry it out in big bundles, and it's great if you keep livestock or chickens because then you can use it in their bedding all winter long.
Oh, okay.
And it
It's
keeps
not
them
stinky. Yeah.
not stinky, but also keeps mites away from their
Oh,
their
that's
skin.
it, yeah.
It helps prevent fleas. You could rub it on your dogs and all that. So anyway, I use it all the time. But one of my favorite things to use it for is mojitos in the summer. So I was pulling it yesterday and I realized I had to stop at the wine store. I said, no, I don't. I have mint. I'm going to make mojitos. But then I had a problem because Carol doesn't like mint. So I was like,
I
oh,
like mint candies, like, well, you know, the after 8, that.
Yes.
But I'm not big in beverages with mint.
Well, I made Peggy and myself a mojito with 2 different types of mint. I grow in my yard the typical spearmint, but I also grow chocolate peppermint.
Oh, okay.
So I mixed both mints into this mojito.
Does it get like lifesavers on it?
No. So we'll see how this comes out. Niall usually makes mojitos, so I can't attest how good this is.
Yeah.
But I made you a blueberry daiquiri.
Oh, I like
So,
blueberry. Okay.
It's made very similar to mojito without the mint. I substituted in blueberries, and that's also a nice summer drink.
Okay.
And I thought, let's
And what's the
try it.
alcohol in it?
Oh, I used rum.
Oh, okay.
Do you like rum or no?
I think I like it better than other stuff.
Okay. Well, it's a little sweet. So, I mean, this is a summer thing. It's sweet, but you don't have to drink the whole thing. So.
All right. So,
right.
well, what are we toasting?
All right.
Summer.
It's August already. Well,
Yeah, I know.
August. Yeah. Well, we're still in August first.
to friendship. I've got to take the lime out of the way.
Take the lime and
Oh,
the
the
coconut.
Doctor.
Very minty.
It is minty. I like minty.
I like mint too. It's good.
Is it?
Oh,
How's
I
yours?
think I like this.
You do.
It might be just a touch too sweet.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very sweet. It is
Yeah,
sweet.
I think I put too much simple syrup in there.
Yeah, if it was less
Oh, yeah.
sweet, I would like it better.
Okay. All right.
But it's good.
All right. Well, I'll put less simple syrup in. I just threw it together. But
No.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, that's good. But it's
Oh.
very easy to make. It's rum, some lime. You take the mint, you muddle it all together with some ice and some simple syrup, which is just equal parts water and sugar. And then I think that's it. And then for yours, it's the same thing except no mint. You just muddle in blueberries instead
That's
of
very good.
mint.
Can I add a little water to
Of
it?
course you
I'm
can.
gonna add
Oh,
ice to mine.
seltzer water. I forgot you add seltzer water. So
Okay.
I put that in there. If you want more seltzer water, I can put that in.
I'm gonna put ice in mine.
Okay.
I'll
You
be
can
right
do
back.
that.
She'll be back.
Oh, I think I was supposed to serve it with.
Yeah, somebody peed on the floor over here.
Well, thank you
Oh.
for announcing that on the podcast.
I'm so embarrassed that I did that. I'll try to use it back the next time.
I'll be back. Hey,
All right.
Judy, you can talk to the folks.
This is dangerous. You gonna leave me in charge of this?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about mojitos. I should have had.
Do you want ice in yours?
I do.
Yeah,
now
give
I
it
want
to me.
ice.
I'll do it.
Okay. So this was actually this. If you remember,
As long as
at
you
my
drink
wedding,
ice,
it was the
Peggy.
signature drink at my wedding.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I probably didn't drink it.
You were too busy taking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Are you talking to our audience?
I'm talking to myself right now, and if the audience is along for the ride, good, better for them. Good for you. So, anyway, so today is Saturday, and I really guess have nothing to say to myself or.
It's fine.
You're gonna have to.
We're
edit that out.
authentic. I can't. I'm not editing out anything in the middle. It's hard enough doing it at the beginning and the
I could have
end.
talked about my T-shirt. This
Well,
is
go for it.
another Counting Crows T-shirt. It's called Somewhere in Middle America.
I know
should
that
have done
song.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
I got that. Yeah, because today is still August 1st, which is Adam Durs's birthday. And I'm a big Counting Crows fan. I'm kind of annoyed they didn't come on tour this year. They usually
I
every
thought
year.
they're all with Santana and Jones Beach.
Not this year. They were there last year.
Oh, then who's with Santana this year? Because I was in July actually. I think.
I know they
I
weren't
almost
there.
bought tickets
I know, I
for it.
saw
It was
that.
Santana and somebody else.
Yeah, I
I thought it was them.
I looked for them, and
Oh.
they weren't coming this year. Maybe next year. I hope they come next year. I haven't
well.
been to a concert yet this year at all. I almost went last night.
I'm going to see the Whoopi monologues next.
You're going? I
Yeah,
know
I'm
you-
going.
Good
Yeah.
for you. I was gonna go
Yeah.
to the city last night to see a concert, and I just couldn't get myself to go in.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go. It was Jesse Wells.
I don't know who that is.
He's a good folk singer. I
Yeah.
like him a
Oh, I
lot.
love folk music.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, anyway, who's got the book?
I have the book.
And that's quite a book.
Yes, I have. I'm going to talk about the Calamity Club.
Okay.
How many
by
pages
Kathryn
is that book?
Stockett. Well, I'm going to be talking about that aspect of it.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to answer.
No, I mean that's
Oh.
what people have said.
637.
Well, that's the author's note, 634, whatever. But, I have so many books on my shelves that I plan to read, but it was important to me to buy this because it's still on the bestseller list. It hasn't been out that long, but it's getting very popular. The author wrote the book The Help.
Oh yes, I read that.
That was also a movie. And I read in the New York Times about it took her 17 years to write the Calamity Club, which I appreciated because she's had somewhat of a writer's block because where is it? It says the New York Times article says 17 years after The Help, Kathryn Stockett returns to Mississippi. So in part, the article asks, and how do you rebound when you've been widely criticized for The Help, which explores the lives of black maids in the Jim Crow South through the eyes of a white woman. And she got criticized for that, so much so that her publisher canceled her contract for her next book.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so I'm like, I'm buying this book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's not just, there's not just black people in this.
So she got criticized again
No.
for this book?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
What happened
Not
after
yet. I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't heard. So I was like, no, I'm going to put that, move it up to the queue of how many books I'm going to read, and I'm going to read it now.
So did she have to get a different publisher for this book?
Yeah, she got a different publisher,
Oh.
I believe.
You know, that's something in publishing now.
Yeah.
I remember that happened to Allison Richmond.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
American Dirt. That too.
And American Dirt. Yeah, she got wildly. And that was an excellent book.
Yeah, it's a shame because I understand that, in movies, if you have an Indian, you want somebody that's an Indian to play the part or whatever. But there's white characters in this book too, so it just isn't
know.
about black people. But anyway, so as you were saying, and a lot of people when I showed them the book or whatever, they're like, oh, I never read that, it's way too thick. But sometimes shorter books take longer because they're not as interesting.
Yeah.
This one just flew by. I mean, I loved her writing. I loved her characters. There's some tragic. So it takes place during the Depression. and Lafayette County Orphan Asylum. Isn't that interesting? Orphan Asylum. The name together. It was like, Meg and Bertie are some of the major characters. And Meg is a young girl whose mother walked out on her. It was just her and her mom, and they had a good relationship, and she left the home and she never came back. So Meg had to try to survive on her own. She was only like 10 years old or something. And then the authorities came and got her and brought her to this home, this asylum. And the woman that was in charge of all the children was so cruel to her, so mean to her, and tried to keep her down, not letting her. And Meg was curious and heartbroken because she didn't know why her mother had left. And she, didn't know, did she get killed in a car accident? What happened? And so, but she still tries to be optimistic, but she's kept away from the other girls. She has to stay in the office, in this little dank office.
And why is that?
Because the owner, well, there's a reason, I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
But there is, the woman that was keeping her down had a reason that comes out later in the book.
Okay.
And so Bertie is another character who, she came to visit her sister to ask, her sister married this very wealthy man in this mansion basically, and she came to ask for money because her and her mom were running out of money, and so she came to ask for money. And
From somebody who
from
was
her
in
sister. No, from her sister who was living in a mansion.
Bertie
was coming to, I'm trying to remember the sister's name, but the sister was so
Bertie is in the asylum.
Meg is the one in the asylum.
Meg is in, yeah.
Meg
Okay.
is, and Bertie is, Bertie and Meg, they had the similar voices, which was the only little thing that kind of concerned me, because they had the same way of talking or whatever, so it was sometimes like, well, who's talking here? But Bertie was, how old would she have been? About 17, and her sister was a couple years older, but left the family and got married to this very rich guy in this mansion. And so Bertie's job was to try to get money from them to help pay their back taxes and stuff. Bertie was supposed to leave this mansion and go back home, but she ended up staying, and she ended up helping at the asylum and getting to meet Meg and finding Meg's story and trying to help, but she had to do so on the sly. There's a part in the book that I literally had to hold my breath because I'm like, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
I hate it when that happens in books and movies.
I'm like,
Yeah, I
please
know.
don't make this certain decision.
Right.
Like, you're never going to get out of it.
Yeah.
But the author did a great job. She made it work. So, about halfway into the book, I found myself feeling anxious for Bertie and Meg, two people who are as real to me as my own loved ones. And I think that's why I felt the way I did. It's like, please don't do what you're doing. I worried for them. I'm finding it difficult to breathe for the decisions being made. And then, in turn, hoping the outcome would bode well while wondering how that could even be the case. But in the hands of a competent writer, I had to trust where the story was going. No spoilers, but I was finally able to breathe after the last turning page. And I highly recommend this book with these characters. They're so well developed, and I'm trying to think what else I can share about it. There's just so much to it, and I gotta believe that this is going to be a movie at some point.
Oh wow!
I've got it, the cake. It's just so well done, and it's heavy.
I bet it looks heavy.
But there's just the dialogue is so interesting, and I love Meg, and Meg finds out what happened to her mother. I don't want to give anything
don't
away.
say
Yeah.
But because you think, oh, this is a horrible woman, and then you find out.
Yeah.
Right.
There's reasons.
There's
for it.
reasons, yeah. So it's called the Calamity Club, and you'll probably find it in whatever bookstore you go to because it's on the bestseller list. And I definitely give it 5 Wildflowers.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
glad you commented about the size.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
important because I think that can be intimidating when people
Yeah.
like to hear. I read a book, and I won't name it, but it was also a large book on the bestsellers. I haven't reviewed it here because
You didn't love it?
I didn't love it. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't, but the size was similar.
Intimidating.
No, it wasn't intimidating. It was just similar, and because I can, but I think it didn't need to be that long.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I felt that
Yeah.
way. What book are you going to say?
Well, it was about the goldfinch
Yep, exactly.
and stonecutters, and
Yeah.
also Demon Copperhead,
Oh, really?
which I really, really liked, but it was too long. It was over 500 pages, and I didn't feel that it needed to be.
Well, see, that's funny because everything that happened, I thought that needs to be in this book.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you said that because I look at that, I'm like, I wonder if that needed editing. But no, you said it, and I trust that you say that when you
Right.
say
Yeah.
it.
Right. I felt like I didn't never feel like, well, I didn't need to know that, or that's not
Right.
necessary. My dog is going
She's
nuts.
excited.
I gave her Apoquel.
It takes a little bit to kick in.
Yeah, if it even does, she doesn't usually.
Honey.
She gets so excited when they're here, and then she's just a very nervous dog. Lacey is a very nervous dog.
She was a puppy mill dog, and she lived most of her life in a crate.
Yeah.
See, that's a lot of people don't know puppy mill. Oh, real quick, the book club that I went to the other night that I joined. That's,
Yeah.
the woman I sat next to, her and her husband work at Last Hope.
No way.
Yeah, he works there. He worked there for 10 years, and she started about 2 years ago.
How lovely.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome. You know,
That
it's
is
nice,
awesome.
It's nice to be around book lovers who also love dogs.
And rescue.
Rescue.
Rescue
Yeah.
is a special type of person.
Yep,
If you
absolutely.
do rescue, then you're kind of like a bond right away.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my story, and I wrote about it in Rockville Central Living, and I think
Good
I
review.
wrote about it in Substack. This was like 3 books ago, so I was trying to remember different things because so I'm reading a lot. It's so good to
That's
read.
excellent. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
great.
you. So
I know.
who's doing the
I'm
topic?
doing the topic, and I just got home from vacation, and this was like a last minute. He only did it like, oh, let's do it on August 1st.
Right.
And it was like short notice, and then I went on vacation.
Yeah.
So I
You left
didn't
your phone
really.
home?
I left my phone home when I went
yeah.
on vacation, which you know what? It didn't bother me that much at all.
I'm surprised.
And
Yeah,
you know
you-
why?
You had
They
your
know
laptop.
why I did have my laptop, but I only use that in the morning when I check my emails
Right.
and I do my New York Times.
Right. And Wordle.
What I did, well, that's my New York Times when
The Word.
Oh, is that
yeah,
what you mean?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Saw that.
Okay.
I read the headlines and
Right.
yeah, whatever I'm courageous enough to read,
Yeah.
and then I do the puzzles.
Yeah.
But when I missed it was my Merlin app is on it. Merlin for the birds.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, it like you could do a sound ID, and when I'm outside, I turn it on, and all the different birds and what bird it is making that sound.
Well, see,
And-
Oh, I like
the last,
that.
the
I don't
last,
have that one.
the last,
Oh, download it! It's free.
Oh, I'm
the
ready to
last
download.
Yeah.
podcast, you know, with Judy's topic, and it was about how much are we on our phones and stuff. To me, that is an awesome
yeah,
app.
it is an awesome app.
Yeah.
It really is. I
Well,
love it.
That's why, like, you can see what you're. If you're spending a lot of time on Merlin, who cares? But if you're spending like your top app is like Instagram or
Yeah.
something,
Right,
then
right,
it's,
right.
then
When
it's an
I'm
issue.
sitting out in the yard reading after dinner, my Merlin app is open on the table next to me because I'm sitting by all of my bird feeders, and in the evening all the birds are coming for a feeding, and there's so many trees
Yes.
in Oyster Bay, and sometimes it's very distracting. I'm reading and I say, oh, what was that? Oh, there's a bird at the bird feeder, and you know,
So your phone will pick up different bird calls, but do they compete? Like what the phone picks up? Like
No, I'll show you. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Anybody who likes birds
I see it.
should really download this app.
I'm gonna do it right
It
now.
is awesome. It's free. It's Cornell.
Oh yeah, love Cornell.
This is it. It's got a little bird on it.
it does.
And then you would hit the sound ID when I'm outside
Right.
and hit the microphone. And right now, we're not hearing any birds.
Oh.
But any birds that it picks up, it just keeps on listing them in a
okay.
row.
That was
I
it.
And
love
it'll
that.
highlight in yellow the one that you're hearing currently. And it also keeps a record of it.
It probably gives the data to Cornell, right? Like what's
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
area.
yeah. And like you could do packs in it. There's all kinds of things you
Yeah.
could do. I just listen, and it's great. I love it. And that's what I missed because I didn't have my app.
Yeah, yeah. Now, did either of your, any of your sisters have the?
I think Nora has the app.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah. So
Oh,
anyway.
that's really cool. All
yeah.
right, so.
And
yeah.
usually if I'm texting with my sisters, and I was
Right.
there with them. So.
Oh, that's true. I didn't
know.
get any texts.
I know. Well, because I didn't have my phone.
Right, exactly.
I had to have Jessica,
Yeah.
let you know.
She did. Well, also your sister let me know.
Oh, okay. Somebody let.
Maureen
yeah.
and your
Oh,
sister.
that's right. Yeah.
It
So,
won't let me install it.
yeah.
Anyway,
won't what?
I need my
Oh,
password.
okay.
It's not
Okay, so anyway, I have the topic, and this is going to be short because, as I said, I was really pressed when I got home. I had things to do. I had to book another trip that I'm going on with hotels and car rentals and flights. So anyway, I decided because the other day Trump was giving one of his speeches, and I said, I listened to somebody, his name is David somebody, or Daniel somebody, I forgot his name, on CNN, and he came on as a fact checker.
Right.
So in the speech, these are his most recent lies from Trump. Okay, so first he said, inflation is stopped.
Oh my God.
No, inflation is not stopped. What does that even mean anyway?
Really?
It's at 3%, and I looked up what ideal inflation is. It's 2% annually according to the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Okay, that was number one that he said. Then he said that he inherited the worst inflation
Oh my
from
God.
Biden.
No, he did not.
No, he did not.
No.
He inherited it at 3%, where it is at now. True, when Biden was president, during the pandemic, by the way,
Yeah.
inflation
Which
went...
he inherited from Trump.
Exactly. It eventually, I think it was in 2022, inflation went up to 9%, which is a
High.
very high number. But that was because of the pandemic and the shortage of food, and all the prices got raised. But when he left office, Biden, he got it back down to 3%. That's what Trump inherited.
Right.
So,
Right.
okay, then he said he cut drug prices by 400 to 600%.
Oh, really?
Well, that is mathematically
Yeah.
impossible.
Right.
Because even if he cut them by 100%, that means when I go to pick up my drugs, they're paying me.
He just canceled Medicare Part D,
Right.
which will increase, if you have Medicare Part D, will increase your pharmaceutical prescription drug
Yeah,
prices.
absolutely.
I know, I hope I don't. Right now mine are at 0.
Yeah, well,
But I told you my last breast MRI for the past 2 years before, I paid $300 as my copay on Medicare. And this year I went, and before I went for my appointment, I got an email from Northwell Health with an estimate of my copay, and it was $554.93.
Because
And I said, that's almost double
Yeah.
what I usually pay.
Thank
So
you,
I
Trump.
said, well, maybe when I get there, it'll be different. No,
No.
it was $554.93.
I've heard from a lot of people who are so frustrated, who support Trump and who don't, but because they're losing their doctors.
Right.
The
Yeah.
doctors are they're falling off the insurance companies, so they have to shift their primary cares or their specialists because they can't be on there anymore. And this is a product of what happened by canceling the subsidies.
Exactly.
For Obamacare.
Yeah.
And that happened to one of my sisters. She's on Medicare also, and all of her doctors dropped the Medicare program that
Yeah.
she was on. And so now she had to scramble and finds another healthcare provider.
But Trump doesn't care.
No.
No, None of them care because they all have great health insurance.
Exactly.
You know, everybody in Congress, they have great health insurance.
Sure.
And most of them have money.
He doesn't need a doctor because he's the healthiest he's ever been.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he looks at too.
Who goes for a cognitive test like every quarter?
Yeah,
but he's the healthiest he's ever
exactly.
been.
I know.
So ridiculous.
I know. And everything that, it's not only him, it's really the Republican Party. Everything that they do, all of these cuts, it's on us.
Yeah.
It's all about taking things away from the average American to make the richest people who give them a lot of money for their campaigns richer.
And the companies, which
the
are owned by the lobbyists
and the billionaires
who are owned by famous people who will lobby.
I will not listen to him talk. People say, well, you have to hear what he... No, because everything that comes out of his mouth is bullshit.
This is
Tell us some more.
Yeah, okay, so now we went up to the drug prices, which were all right. So nobody's paying me for my prescriptions when I go.
Right.
How about you? Anybody?
No.
When you go to CVS or wherever you go,
I don't go to CVS.
Oh, here's your prescriptions, and here's the money because Trump reduced it by 400%. So.
No.
Okay. All right, and then he said egg prices have decreased. That was the only true thing that he said. Egg prices have decreased. But then he added on, everything else is following. All those prices are going down.
Yeah.
So, everything else is going down to false. Groceries are up and staying that way. We all know that.
Yes.
I live by myself. I only shop for one person, and I am spending so much money on food, and I am not buying some things because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of people my age live on a fixed income. Probably most people my age do, unless they're married to billionaires.
Right.
Okay, let's see. So anyway, far more prices have increased rather than decreased during Trump's term, all right? And groceries in particular.
Yes.
I think groceries are really, really putting a hurting on everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I volunteer at a food, I volunteer at a food pantry.
Right.
And we combine 2 other food pantries, like 500 families a week.
Wow.
On Long Island.
Yeah.
Which is, pretty a rich place.
Yeah.
So, okay. He said he secured $18 trillion in investments. No, it's not true. No, for the United States, like other countries investing. Well, he did for himself probably, but he was referring to investments in our country by other countries, like building factories or whatever.
Right.
It's not true. Even the White House website states that it's $9 trillion, and most people think that's exaggerated.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Then he stated that gas prices are at $1.99 per gallon.
What? What?
Yes.
No, he did not.
Do you think that's false?
I just paid $4.04 a gallon today.
So you must be going to a different gas station that Trump goes to fill.
Yeah, where is this gas station?
Yeah, he doesn't even drive. I don't even think he ever drove.
I don't think so either.
Okay, so anyway, that's obviously false. We all know that. So the average price in the lowest states, the states that have the lowest prices, is $2.40 per gallon. 100 stations out of 150,000 are below $2, according to the firm Gas Buddy. They they track all this stuff.
And that's probably gas you don't want to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And who the hell knows where the hell that is?
Exactly.
Some remote place in the middle of the country, or. But anyway, that's 100 stations out of 150,000. So, okay. Then he said, 25 million people invaded this country during Biden's term.
Oh my God.
No. No. It was under 11 million people, and that includes people who were rapidly expelled.
Okay.
All right? Then we come to, he claims that crime was at record highs under Biden. His own Interior Department said that was not true. They were not at record highs under Biden. He claims to have settled 8 wars. Now, we've been hearing that, since the spring, since March or
I think
April.
he means started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's not true. His claim includes situations that were not wars and conflicts that have not been resolved.
Mm-hmm.
So he stuck his nose into 8 different situations, and none of them have been resolved. And then he started a brand new war, where Americans are actually dying now, and people living in Iran and the surrounding countries
And don't
are dying
forget, we're still
also.
occupying Venezuela,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I think now it's being run by Marco Rubio.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. This is a scary thing.
And we're going after Cuba too. So
But, go ahead.
I read a whole big article about
Yes.
what's going on
Yeah, I heard
today
about that too,
in
yeah.
Cuba.
Yeah.
It's this one guy who has this bar he opened up in his house, and it's the resistance.
Good for him.
All right. So anyway, so now, that was just from his speech. So now we're going to get to the reflection pool.
Oh my God.
So after the whole debacle with
Yeah.
this poor guy,
Yes.
David Hearns, he's
Yes.
an Olympic
Olympian.
canoeist.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the reflecting pool, and he has something to do his career or studied something about plastics.
Mm-hmm.
So when he went to the reflecting pool, he saw like the plastic
Right.
liner, and he wanted to see what material it was. And then he got surrounded by
Right.
the militia. That's
Yeah.
what I call them now.
Right.
And he was arrested for destroying,
Right.
for vandalism. It's a
Yeah.
felony. He was
Yeah.
arrested
He had
and
to go through-
indicted
He had to go
for
through this bullshit.
for a felony.
Right.
So now, I think this just happened yesterday.
Yesterday.
The Department of Justice, under the Fox News head, Parodi or whatever the hell the name is, that
Oh,
one.
Piero, Janine
Yeah,
Piero.
yeah. They went and they investigated, because now the pool is empty. So after they totally humiliated this poor man, they went and they looked at the pool, and they said that the damage was caused because the renovation was rushed and flawed.
Yep.
It was installed incorrectly because they wanted it ready for the 4th
Yep.
of July festivities.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that was a no bid job.
It was.
It was given to the contractor who maintains the pools at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm pretty
right.
sure they just gave it to him again.
To repair it.
To
And they're
repair.
probably going to pay him again.
Of course, yeah. He got the same contractor who botched it the first time got it again.
But he shouldn't be paid for it. He
No.
friggin' botched it.
Exactly.
I want to find out if they're paying him again.
I think they are.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Check it. It's not official, but that's what I heard. So maybe I shouldn't say it out loud, but I'm pretty sure I read that. But what I would like for this Olympian to do is maybe get
Sue
some
them.
of that money for the malicious prosecution from the settlement that Trump is, claiming he's keeping for people because he's gonna keep it, even though he shouldn't. But this guy should get a big
Trump
chunk of
is
it.
more concerned having his name on everything. And I just heard something briefly on the news today. I didn't hear the whole thing. That he wants to rename Penn Station.
Yes.
Oh,
Trump Station.
he's been talking about that for a year. He wants his name on it. If we want the federal funding, he wants his name on it.
This is
Now you can get your passport. They're available. There's some available with his picture on it.
oh good God.
I don't
no.
even like my picture on my passport. Why the hell would I want to look at that asshole?
I would rather your picture on everything than his
I know.
disgusting.
I know. So
I mean,
anyway.
and somebody showed, forget what publication was, they showed the picture that they have of him on his probably True Social and White House, and how his face looks really good. Then you see his actual face that they didn't doctor, and you're like, oh my, he looks so
I saw that
sickly.
the other day. It was all
So-
wrinkly.
Yeah,
And,
disgusting. And
Yeah.
the waddle that he has, and
He's just sickly. I mean, and if this were anybody else
Mm-hmm.
with what you're talking about, I always think, is this a symptom of somebody who has a mental illness that a compulsive liar?
Yeah.
But
He's always been that
this
way. Yes,
he's
he's
just always, and his children are that way.
Yeah.
And he's raising.
He has
them
no
up to be this way.
morality, no
No.
ethics, no empathy. He's a sociopath. That's
Yeah.
really all those three things I just said. And I said,
Right,
oh,
right.
Yeah.
he's a sociopath.
But the way that he's able to still con these people. I mean, I remember I had a cousin who said, I voted for him, and this was right after the election, because I couldn't stand that the prices were so high. He's going to bring the prices down.
Well, you weren't the only one. I remember, I think I told you on this story about the story when I was standing online for the election, and there were two younger guys in front of me, and I was overhearing the conversation, and the guy was like, well, I told my wife, we're not going apple picking this year, and you better vote for Trump if you want to go apple picking next year because the prices are too high, and if you want to have a chance of bringing our kids for apple picking, you better vote for Trump.
They've always been high on Long Island apple
And I'm
picking.
thinking, I'm like,
years ago we went, I
you are
said, why did I
such a-
spend all that money on apples?
Yeah.
But this is what they were thinking. This is their mindset.
Well, these are part of the people, part of the population that doesn't read.
Right. Exactly.
No, really,
Yeah.
they're not reading. They don't even know what the hell is going on.
And they keep Fox News on, even though Fox is starting to.
Too late.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah.
Too little, too late.
Mhm.
And even like the Joe Rogans and, you know what,
Yeah.
too little, too late.
Yep.
Look what you did.
Yep.
So anyway, that was the end of what I did. The DOJ dropped the charge
Yeah.
against David Hearns, thank
But
God.
They put him through hell.
It was an abuse of power. That's
really
what it
was.
was. It
Yeah.
was a blatant
It was
abuse
a
of power.
taxpayer funded
Yeah.
abuse. Let's remind
Yeah.
everybody, for all of these images and passport changes and banners and name changes
Yeah.
on buildings that
We're paying for it.
that have to come down, like on the Kennedy Center, we are paying for this. But we can't pay for Medicare Part D.
Right.
We can't pay for libraries. We don't have money for literacy programs or after school programs or special need programs. But we have money to put up banners with
And
his name
to
on
start
it.
a war
And
in
to start
our
a war.
And how about the outbreak of measles that's getting worse? How about the lettuce and all that could have been nipped in the bud?
And there
The
was
Phosphorus, I
the
think it's called.
cyclosporas, which the CDC had a lab dedicated
Yes.
to cyclosporas
He
before.
cut the funding.
But he cut the funding. We didn't have money for that,
know.
and then all of a sudden,
I
look what
wrote that down
happens.
somewhere, and I can't.
We have
I
this
can't
big
find the paper.
outbreak
But
of
yeah,
cyclosporas,
I know.
but we don't have the money for that.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I
But
know.
we can put his name in
and
big
I
picture
don't
in everywhere.
understand why people still vote for Republicans.
Yeah.
I really don't understand. They're not for us.
They're not.
They're for themselves. That's why they support the richest people and the corporations, because that's where they get their money from.
Yeah.
And they're all doing
I
insider
wish-
trading
I
too.
wish money didn't play a part of politics. I really.
Well, that's
think it's
why
also-
we need to get rid of
I think it's also caste.
Citizens United. Citizens United, that's the one where, all these, they're PACs, super
Yeah,
PACs.
yeah.
And they pour all this money into politics.
It's
And that's
horrible.
also why
But
we
it's
need
been
to
upheld.
get rid of the electoral college
Yeah.
too. We should be on popular vote.
Yeah.
And we should only use paper ballots.
Yeah.
Because you can't fudge around with that. It's on paper.
Right.
And they could be recounted and recounted.
Did you vote recently for the last election? It was just a few. Did you have the new ballot machines or no?
Yes.
I didn't. I had
I
that.
did, and it has your name on them on the screen. You put your
Oh.
See, I don't remember seeing my name.
yes. It goes
Wow.
in and it
I
registers.
just had the old scanner ones.
This one is your name is affiliated with the vote. So now they can see, these new machines now can see
But
how
you can't
vote.
look that up. Because I wanted to look it up the other day. Because I was thinking about who did I vote for over the years since I
Right.
turned 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and they said you cannot do it.
You
There's-
can't, but they are
Well,
collecting this
right.
information, and if they want to use this against you in some way, now these new machines have how you vote with your name on it.
Wow.
Which is one of the big objections to this voter ID law, because so many people vote by mail,
Right.
including the president who votes by mail.
But he doesn't want anybody else to do
So,
it.
Right.
voting is supposed to be,
Okay.
essentially anonymous. You're supposed to show up so you get your ballot, that's fine. But now if you vote by mail under this new law, you'd have to include a copy of your ID,
Wow.
which shows what you're voting for
Mm-hmm.
and who you're voting for.
But your name's on the ballot anyway.
There's something
I
else
think a
with it.
mail-in ballot, your name is on it.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
did you do that? They mail it to you,
Yeah.
but it might have a unique number.
I'm trying to remember.
I've never done mail mode, so I really want to stop from there because I
I'm
haven't
gonna look
done
at.
it.
I'm gonna go on Board of Elections.
I like going there myself. so
Yeah, I
like
do
voting.
too. I go. Yeah.
I like chatting with the people
Yeah.
there and.
Oh, you go into the, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And-
me too.
And I
yeah.
always want to
I
get a
would say
sticker, but they
thank
never
you.
have a sticker by me.
Oh, I got a sticker.
I got a sticker.
I always
too.
ask my, do you have a sticker?
But I
Like,
make
no.
sure to say thank you to them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
I just chat around with them.
She's one of those commercials.
I am
Progressive.
I'm so those progressive girls.
I am too, more than I care to admit. It's true.
All the
But go
time.
ahead.
I
You
am
have-
too.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyway, that was the end of that. But now, I picked up this book the other day. Well, it was a couple of weeks ago, but I just started looking at it this morning, and I bought it in Northport Books. Is
Oh,
that
okay.
the name of it?
I don't know. Is that how long? Oh, that's right. Because
Yeah.
you said you went there.
Yeah, Northport Books. And I've always wanted to buy it. It's been around for a while. And I always, say, oh, the next time. I just started going through it. I didn't start from the beginning. I'm jumping around.
I don't
And
get charged up, but the ice cream man's here. Do you
Oh,
want
okay.
anything?
No.
Okay.
I heard him. Stop! And I think every American should read this book.
Yeah.
It's called On Tyranny. And it talks about things that are actually going on now in our country. And it also has they're little tiny short chapters in this little tiny book, easy to read. Things that happened in the past that are like what's happening today is reflecting what happened in the past.
Right.
So I just want, this one thing just struck me because when I read it, it made me think of something, and you'll know when I read it. It's called Be Reflective If You Must Be Armed.
Wait, say that again?
Be reflective if you must be armed.
Armed.
Okay? Armed like with a weapon.
Okay.
If you carry a weapon in public service, may God bless you and keep you. But know that evils of the past involved policemen and soldiers finding themselves one day doing irregular things. Be ready to say no. And what organization does that make you think of?
The Nazis.
ICE.
Oh,
Today.
It made me
yeah,
think
yeah.
of Nazis.
Right, but
But
this is
also,
like right
Yeah.
now he's saying.
Okay, sorry, right now,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So as I read it and I said, oh my God.
Well, you say this because, and it's so relevant because I know a lot of people in law enforcement and in the military, and I know the people that I know who are career people. The amount of retirements of good career people who have pulled me aside and said, I wouldn't be leaving right now. I didn't want to leave right now, but the orders we're getting are against the oath that we have taken.
Yep, I know.
And I'm leaving because I cannot do what they're saying and
Right.
still uphold the oath that I've
So
taken.
then this is the problem.
Yeah.
To me, that's a problem.
It
we
is a
need
problem.
those people to stay there
Yeah.
because they're being replaced with people who are like working for ICE right now,
Yeah.
who have no ethics and they hate everybody.
I can't judge them.
I know,
people that
I
do
don't
that.
judge them, but it is a problem. It's like all these Congress
This is
people
what
who say,
they
I
want.
can't do this anymore, I'm leaving. We need you.
But this is why Hegseth pulled all of those colonels and generals
Yeah,
into the same room. It was reading the riot act for them, and he was watching the reaction. People know they were on video, waiting to see who was not going to follow and who was going to make a reaction to this.
Right.
These people have pensions on the line. They have families to care for. You know, if they put the oath and tell their superior who is an appointee, right? I'm not going to do what you tell me. They will be fired. They will lose everything.
Yeah. No,
I mean, and it's easier said than done. You know, when you
I
have
do
families.
understand, but
Yeah.
it is like we need those. They're the kind of people that we need there.
yeah.
That aren't going to. I'm trying to. I wish I would have marked this better, but I just started. But it was like in Germany, like they did. All of a sudden, they were using the regular police to do these horrific things because
Wow.
in Europe
That's
they
why I
had
was saying Nazis,
they had
yeah.
those open graves.
Yeah.
And they just had, like, in Poland it was. They had them all standing in front of these open graves.
I can't.
And they needed, like, the regular police to cooperate, too.
Yeah.
They said, these people can't function without our regular police and our regular military. They can't. That wouldn't have happened without them. And some people, they said, no, I can't do that. Those people were not punished. Do you know that? I was shocked to read that.
Wow.
But the people who went along with it weren't necessarily, hateful people.
Right, right.
But they didn't want to stand out either.
Right.
They didn't want to be the weak people,
Yeah.
There's
and
a lot
be the
of
one.
going along with everything.
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
think that happens in ICE too now.
No, I think you're right. Absolutely.
But anyway, I'm going to do this. There were a couple of things I wanted to read. And one of them, chapter 19, was like, be a patriot. But then my next topic, I'm going to do this book. So it's, the subtitle is Set a Good Example of What America Means for the Generations to Come. They will need it.
It's a great topic to be. I would love you to do what it means to be a patriot because the word is being abused.
Yeah.
Exactly. And what he's doing in this chapter is like, let's really talk about what is not patriotic.
Yeah, yeah.
And
January
he goes through
6th, anyone who
everything that
participated on
Trump is
January
doing.
6th are
He
not
never
patriots.
mentions Trump's name. Nobody's names are ever mentioned
But
in
you know
this.
who they're talking about.
So, but anyway, if you see this in the bookstore, and you will, it's in every single bookstore. It's called On Tyranny, 20 Lessons from the 20th Century, Timothy Snyder. And he either has, I don't know if it came out, but he has a new book that's either out or coming out called On Freedom. And I'm going to look for that too. So,
Right. Thank you, Peggy.
thanks for
That was
listening.
great.
Thank you for watching.
I'll pick it up too. Thank you guys.
Okay.
I'll see you next
Appreciate it.